Very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. Our topic is why don't the majority of students at UTCC ISSM buy Pearson textbooks? Okay, this is members of group, Phoebe, and we have Tina here. Okay, so let's go to the problem statement part.
This is a problem statement. Pearson is one of the biggest textbook provided to UTC's ISM. However, from our observation, many students at UTC's ISM don't buy textbook, developed being restricted to. This has also resulted in the decline of Pearson's textbooks sales at the school. At the matter of fact, analysis is conducted for Pearson textbook sales. Pearson's sales department to understand many students why many students at UTC's ISM start to avoid buying their textbooks.
We had also a short interview with Dr. Sumitra to confirm this situation. So she also mentioned that this was the real situation in our school, and although Pearson officers have come to school a few times to sell their textbook, and she encourages her students to buy, not many are willing to buy the textbook. So we conduct a qualitative research in order to understand why the majority of us students at our school don't buy Pearson textbooks.
This is research objective. First, identity the cause for students at UTC's ISM voting buying Pearson textbooks. Second, recommend Pearson talent a way to cope with the avoidance of buying new textbooks of students at UTC's ISM.
Third part, literature review. The first theory that we use, and also the main one for the interview questions, factors that affect consumer purchase decision process, which include four influence: marketing mix influence, social cultural influence, situational influence, and psychological influence. To get into more detail, marketing mix influence includes something like products, price, promotion play, while social cultural influence includes something like personal influence, reference group, family, culture. Situational influence include things like purchase task, social surrounding, physical surrounding, and psychological influence include motivation, personality, perception, value, etc. The second theory that we use for this research is consumer perception theory, which is the process by which an individual selects, organizing, and interprets stimuli into a meaningful current picture of the world. The third one is monetary or financial risk theory, related to money or property. So those with relatively little income and wealth are most vulnerable. And also the functional risk theory, it relates to alternative means of performing function or meeting a need. Practical consumer are the most sensitive and most applicable to purchases requiring the buyer exclusive commitment.
Fourth part, product life cycle concept. Products go through four stages in introduction, growth, maturity, decline. At the introduction, the sales is increasing very slowly. At the growth stages, sales is increase. Sales increase very rapidly. At the maturity stages, sales is the decline. At the decline stages, the decline is decline a lot. Next, fifth part, value perceptor theory. Signification is an emotion response that is treated by a cognitive evaluative process in which the perceptions of an offer are compared to one's value, needs, wants, or desires.
The sixth area that we use is consumer decision making, which includes steps like problem recognition of customer and search for information, choice of purchase, outcomes, and post-purchase evaluation. Okay.
This is our methodology. First, methodological approach, qualitative method depends interview one-to-one. This is the most suitable method because it helps us to understand in a broader perspective the reason why many students at UTCC ISM don't buy Pearson textbooks and what factors influence their decision. Next, population and sample size. Population undergraduate students from UTCC ISM from year 1 to year 4. Sample size 11 students. 2 from years 1, 3 from years 2, 3 from years 3, 3 from years 4.
So after the interview, we interviewed 11 people from year 1 to year 4, and we cover 5 different nationalities: Burmese, Vietnamese, Thai, Chinese, and also Cambodian, which make up the majority part of the student at school. And this is our result. The first result is that marketing mix influence is the most important factor in student decision not to buy textbook. 8 out of 11 students, 73% that were interviewed, said that price is the most important reason that discourages them from buying textbook. Like the textbook price can vary between 600 and 2,000 baht, and they think it's not worth the money. So 8 out of 11 students also stated that they would like the price to be decreased so they can purchase the textbooks more willingly. The second factor, social cultural influence, also has a significant impact, and how 5 out of 11 interviewees mentioned that they are affected by the reference group, which is their friends, both classmates and seniors, in their decision to buy textbook. They will see whether their friends buy textbook or not before they decide to buy one, and most of them didn't buy textbooks. Yeah, and that explains why. Also, 9 out of 11 interviews stated that their decision not to buy textbook is affected by their culture. Specifically, it is acceptable for them in their countries, China, Burma, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, and even in the current context, which is in Thailand, to photocopy textbook or download unauthorized ebooks to study, which is a cheaper way but definitely illegal and not an ethical way to study. Furthermore, the interviewee said that most people did it, so they didn't see any problem in violating it. So the copyright policy, even some teacher, we heard that some students said that some teacher even encouraged it. So, and the government evidently didn't enforce the policy strictly as well. 9 out of 11 support photocopying and ebook downloads in an illegal way because they think it's convenient for them. Even though they're aware that it's not good for the sellers and the authors, and 18% of the interviewers think the copyright should be respected and they support the author by paying money to buy a textbook or download ebooks online. And 100% used to violate the copyright policy in several minutes before, so yeah. Psychological influence also have a very significant impact. 9 out of 11 are not motivated to buy textbook due to some very following reasons that we find many people repeat again and again. They don't see the values in buying textbook. They are not well educated about copyright policy, and the surrounding culture makes them feel it's acceptable to photocopy or download unauthorized ebooks rather than buy a textbook, which is cheaper. So this is our recommendation to Pearson sales department.
This is our recommendations. One part. Pearson Thailand should think of a different pricing strategy for a school in Thailand. British students made impressive 12,000 baht for textbook normal price. But most of our Southeast Asia normal price Asia interviewees disagree. For example, at UTCC ISM, many students hope reduce the price. So we can recommend Pearson to conduct a research set suitable price for this special type of market. Next.
The second recommendation that we would like to give to Pearson is that Pearson Thailand should collaborate with UTCC IZM and suggest methods to prohibit any acts of copyright violation. They should firstly work with the photocopy stores around the school, which is a lot, and warning them about the consequences of providing illegal student unethical service like photocopy. And Pearson should suggest the school to come up with methods preventing students to use unauthorized books at class. And Pearson should also collaborate with UTCC ISM to hold conferences teaching students about the importance of complying with the copyright law and teaching them about the values of textbook.
Pearson Thailand should let the students be aware of the textbook value by regularly advertising the brand or doing promotions at UTC's ISM. All students that were interviewed never saw ever advertising or promotion of Pearson. Doing this may help students be well informed about the value of a textbook and consider to buy them. If their perception of a textbook is changed, then it is easier to persuade the students to purchase textbooks.
And the last but not least, many interviewers do believe Pearson textbooks are already good. Nevertheless, they also believe a few changes can be made. We recommend Pearson, according to what we interview, to simplify the contents in university textbooks. Pearson should also add more pictures and reduce the thickness of the textbook, as well as simplify the textbook cover, which is one of the primary reasons why its textbooks are of really high price.
This is our references for literature review.
And this is our interview questions. All right, thank you. That's all.